I was going to do some lame Chris Jericho gimmicked intro for this one, but I'm not gonna. Today we're gonna break the walls down. That's all you're getting. Combiner Walls Breakdown. We are moving on to the Stunticons, onto Menasor. And this is a set that I've been wanting to review for a while, but I thought I'll balance it out a bit. Do some good, do some not so good. And, work my way towards the end. I believe my schedule goes now Menasor, Bruticus, Cyclonus, Ultra Magnus, Devastator. So we're nearing the end, in the sense that there aren't many combiners to review, but there's still all the base figures to go through. Menasor, every figure in this set has comparisons. Breakdown has Wheeljack and Sunstreaker. Off-Road has Ironhide and Trailbreaker. Motormaster obviously has Optimus Prime. Dragstrip has Mirage. I can't remember the fucking car's name. I'll remember it by the time I get to it. There's just that many of these things, it's hard to tell. The one that's fucking Prowl Sunstreaker, not Prowl, Prowl Smokescreen and Streetwise came from. But yeah, you might also find, especially in this review in particular, and probably the off-road one, that I'll be more forgiving of the molds, because the characters are supposed to be combiners. They haven't just thrown an Ironhide head on or a Sunstreaker head on and slapped on a new coat of paint because money. So if there's anything that's off about these molds that I've not liked in the past, I will say so, but I might be a little bit more forgiving because the characters are designed that way. Menasor was wave 2 technically, so these guys came first. Sunstreaker Wheeljack came after this guy. Ironhide Trailbreaker came after Off-Road. So you might find me not disagreeing as much. I mean, some of the stuff I've disagreed with, especially with Ironhide, was that mold didn't suit Ironhide, the character. So it's things like that, whereas these molds suit these characters because they are the Stunticons. These are where they all came from. But I don't, honestly, looking at this, I don't need to use the fact that Breakdown is a combiner to justify him being better than Wheeljack or Sunstreaker, because he just is. You just got to look at the paint. Elephant in the room, I still don't like this mold that much. It's not a very good mold. But having said that, what they've done with it is very nice. Like I said, this is the one that came first. You've got that nice head sculpt. They've all got nice head sculpts, the boxy head sculpt. It kind of looks like, I don't know if it's the lighting, but one of his eyes looks smaller than the other. It's hard to tell where the eyes are because they look to be the same colour as his helmet, which, I guess is a nice touch. But you can see the detail there, the nose and the mouth. That chest detailing is really good. I believe this will fall more in line with Sunstreaker, especially in the robot mode. When I do the comparison, I will, as usual, compare. I'll look for any difference in paint, difference in sculpting, moulding, that kind of thing, as is the Norman. But yeah, this definitely seems to be more in line with Sunstreaker. I mean, Sunstreaker did come first, so... I mean, after Breakdown, Sunstreaker was the first repaint, I believe. But yeah, that nice... is it navy blue or is it purple? I believe it's navy blue. It's hard to see on film, on the camera. But yeah, he has that nice navy blue chest, and that goes down to the abs and matches with the combiner port peg underneath. But he's got the lovely silver paint as well that goes around. He's got the cream body, but it's like offset by navy blue and silver paints, and it looks really, it's a really cracking paint job on this, I'll give them that. They made a not very good mold look good. silver waist as well, and the navy blue crotch piece. So that all kind of, it's like a T that goes down with a bit of silver to break it up. I like it. Little Decepticon symbol there. Side of the arms, nothing too special. It's more of that navy blue, which, you know, they're keeping it consistent. I'm not going to complain. And the elbow joints are also in navy blue. And if you go down to the legs, thighs are as standard. The shins, they're all blue, but with a nice, silver toe in the middle. They've painted the middle bit silver, and they've painted the wheel rims as they have on all the versions of this mold. So yeah, all in all, there's not really much to go over until I get to the comparisons, just the paint differences. It looks a lot better than Sunstreaker. It looks a lot better than Wheeljack. It just pops more. The colours are very nice. The cream, or the creamy white, offset with the navy blue and the silver as well, really helps to bring this out a bit more. The red face is the one little off element. Well, I don't want to say off element. It's more of a it's meant to be there. I get that, but it's kind of, should it be meant to be there? I don't know. I mean, the red face is part of the character. And how many Transformers do you see with red faces, to be honest? Tracks, Breakdown. Not many. So, you know, points for uniqueness, I guess. But it's like the only bit of red in there. And it's, I don't want to say jarring, but yeah, doesn't fit the rest of it. Articulation. Been through this with Wheeljack, because I forgot to go through it with Sunstreaker. 360 head, arms can go all the way around. No upper bicep swivel, but he has the ball jointed elbow, so you can get some range of movement on the arm, go left to right. Also goes up. No wrist action. Usual waist swivel. Thighs can go out. They're on that weird fucking Shakira, the hips don't lie thing that I don't like. Hips don't like. Yeah, I'll stop that. Thigh swivel, and then it bends at the knees. A little bit of foot motion if you want, because it's part of the transformation. But yeah, in terms of articulation, it's the same as Wheeljack and Sunstreaker. Nothing special, nothing to write home about. But yeah, definitely, I'd say a step up, but like I said, Breakdown came first technically. So yeah, he is the best version of this mold that I own. I think there are others out there, but yeah, Breakdown is definitely the better one of the three that I own. I'm going to set up for the comparison with Sunstreaker and Wheeljack. Back in a minute. Okay, so I don't know if you could tell, but in person, you can definitely tell is that creamier white when he stood next to Wheeljack, because Wheeljack has the more vibrant white. So it definitely, yeah, you can definitely see the cream coloration more on Breakdown when he's next to Wheeljack. And obviously we've got Sunstreaker in there. Head sculpts are obviously different. That's a given. The chest pieces are definitely, I think Sunstreaker might be a straight up, have the same body as Breakdown. You can see the chest pieces all match up there. Whereas with Wheeljack, he has the different chest piece. So, you know, points for Wheeljack still. I'm not giving him more points, just points for Wheeljack still for having different moulding. The arms, it looks like Breakdown and Sunstreaker have the same arms. Whereas again, Wheeljack has different arms. All the way down, actually. Yeah. Waist assembly, I think they all have the same waist. Not even Wheeljack has a different waist. You see the difference in detail there? There's less of it on Wheeljack. However, I think they all have the same bollocks. Yeah, it looks like they've all got the same bollocks. Thighs. All the same, it looks like. And then the shins and feet. Wheeljack, you can tell straight away, has different feet. Different sculpted feet and different shins. Whereas Sunstreaker and Breakdown have the same feet and shins. So, yeah. There's no body differences other than paint between Sunstreaker and Breakdown. But Wheeljack carries all the differences there. So, yeah, they did something different with Wheeljack. They didn't do much different with Sunstreaker other than the paint job, which I still think is weak. But yeah, there's a comparison between Breakdown, Sunstreaker, and Wheeljack. That is blurry as fuck. There we go. Right, I'm going to get Breakdown into his vehicle mode, and we'll have a look at his car. Okay, so Breakdown's car mode it's as standard. When it comes to this mold, it's nice. It's decent enough. Minimal paint, but it works because it's applied in a way that's better to the Sunstreaker version. You've got the nice blue strip down at the bottom and all along the underside there, and then you've got the red. Weird ass shape, I can't remember what it's called. Triangle without a roof, and 15 Racing on the window. Nice black windows that really help. They pop against the cream, and of course the silver weird ass light fixtures there. Not really a lot to say about it. Really, it's Sunstreaker. Well, no, Sunstreaker's this painted yellow, basically. Yeah, it's decent enough. I like it. It holds together better than Sunstreaker and Wheeljack, so that's a plus. And yeah, it is pretty much the same as Sunstreaker. Let's get to the comparison, shall we? And then we can go through it there. Okay, so here they are all together, and yeah, you can definitely tell Breakdown and Sunstreaker are the exact same mold, bar the head. Most of the differences still lie with Wheeljack, even in vehicle mode. Yeah, if you look at them, exact same back ends. Sorry, my shadow's kind of looming there. Let's get my shadow out of the way. No, because I'm still there. Yeah, exact same back ends. I think it's because the dark. Let me see if I can. No, because my shadow's fucking following, isn't it? What am I thinking? Yeah, exact same back ends, exact same fronts. It's less obvious at the front because Breakdown has that painted area, but yeah, identical. The sides identical as well. And then obviously with Wheeljack, you've got the different boots or trunks, if you will. Different roof / chest sculpts. Well, no, they're not the chest sculpts, are they? They're false. Yeah, different roofs and even a different hood. Car modes are completely different with these two. Even the little back bit that sticks out here, the other two lack. So yeah, it's pretty much, I'm just rehashing what I said with the differences between Sunstreaker and Wheeljack in that review. Yeah, Sunstreaker and Breakdown are identical in vehicle mode bar the paint. The differences between Breakdown and Wheeljack are the same as the differences between Sunstreaker and Wheeljack. So I'm just going to stop wasting your time. Let's get to the limb modes for Breakdown. Okay, so this won't take long. His limb mode is the same as Sunstreaker leg mode and Wheeljack's leg mode, bar the moulding differences. It functions exactly the same. You can do the hole if you want them to be a little bit taller. You can bring that down and plug it into that part that goes on one of the feet. But again, that serves mainly as a arm feature, I figure. Yeah, leg. It's the same as the other versions and similar to a lot of other legs. Check out his arm. Arm mode again, nothing to write home about. It's the same arm mode. You do have that option of, much like the leg mode, of having it more condensed or to extend it a little bit just by flipping that around and doing that. Which, like I said with the other ones, it's sometimes a combiner limb can be a bit long. Like the arms can be a bit gorilla-y, so you know, if you want shorter arms, then you can use Wheeljack and Sunstreaker, or him, if you like to mix up a bit more than me, to give them a bit, make their arms maybe a little bit more proportionate, if you will. But yeah, arm mode it's the same as Wheeljack, just in a different colour, and Sunstreaker in a different colour. So yeah, not really anything new to report. I thought these comparisons would be longer. They may be a bit longer, but they're not as long as I thought they would be. So I'll be expecting pretty much the same level of detail. By detail, I mean, when it comes to the other ones. I'm going to wrap up this review here, and I did actually cut a massive part out where I was just talking bollocks about dates and realised that I'm talking about shit that's in the past now because I bulk record. Yeah, this is it's been my Dezaras Prime, the best of the three that I have when it comes to this mould. Still not a great mould, but it looks good. The paint applications on Breakdown are far superior to Sunstreaker and superior to Wheeljack, and I was impressed with Wheeljack's retooling. But yeah, Breakdown is definitely the best of the three. I'll be back with another Superion. No, I've done Superion. Another Stunticon review in a couple of days. You shall see me next time.